Live on KEXP 90.3 Seattle and 92.7 in the Bay Area, kexp.org. My name is Dr. West, and this is listener-powered radio here on KEXP. In the studio right now with the band Homefront from Edmonton, Alberta. They are going to take it away with a few songs. KEXP Seattle and the Bay Area, 90.3, 92.7 in Seattle and the Bay Area. Live with Homefront, listener-powered radio. Thank you so much for being here. Excellent set. Appreciate it.
Thank you for having us.
Are you ready to jump right in? Jump right in some questions?
Sure. Let me just...
You're pretty active. There's a lot of dancing.
Oh, yeah.
Moving back and forth.
Great time.
We forget how hot it gets in the studio.
We like to move.
Do you like to move, Brandi?
I love to move.
The first question I have, if you're ready, is, I mean, you've got a sound that's so undeniably punk, but you're a band that is not afraid to push the genres. I'm sure, reading about you, listening to you, like, to me, I saw you in Seattle last time you came through, like, Blitz comes through. That's how I'm reading it. And then I think at the show you might have covered a Blitz song, as I'm remembering it. But what are some bands that that are really important to you, that especially in recording this new record, that people are not seeing maybe?
I mean, for us, all five of us in the band, we all have I think we all come from being record collectors and kind of starting from just always hitting different parts of the record store that wasn't just the punk section, And so I think, when we started, it was definitely Blitz was a big one, but I think we still wanted to explore some of those, that 80s crossover from Oi to when they started adding some of the UK new wave vibe to it. So Angelic Upstarts was a big one, especially on some of their new wavy records like Reasons Why. But I mean, we'd be lying if it wasn't on the nose, like with New Order and The Cure and stuff. But Depeche Mode was big. But I think sometimes, we all benefit from each other's taste. So sometimes, Ian will show me something that'll be new, we'd be listening to Metal or Bane together. Brandi shows us stuff. Warren starts banging garbage cans or whatever. We start being like, "That's a great sound. That's what you got going on there." But I think, I think on this new record, I definitely find with Watch It Die, we started exploring some industrial stuff that we really like. Some of the Wax Track stuff. I think that would have been new to our sound, like Nitzareb and some of the Ministry stuff, when it was a little bit dancier. I think those are some examples. But again, it's finding those weird blends of punk with, for instance, we love the song Megalomania by The Blood.
Yeah.
Stark Raving Normal by The Blood. And then to listen to Fad Gadgets, Ricky's Hands and realize that maybe the whoa part was stolen from the synth line. It's just I don't know. It's just some of those things are kind of undeniable.
Yeah, I mean, it comes through in the music that you are all record lovers. You've got a really good understanding of the music that you like. So, anyone else in the band? Let's talk about.
They're just we're all still catching our breath, I think. But I mean, also. It was funny being a kid, and I think when I'm sure I'm speaking for all of us in this case, but for instance, a band like Blitz. I think when we've all first heard Blitz, it was Voice of a Generation, all that stuff. I think New Age, that song was definitely the one that kind of bridged the two worlds. And I think when I was 17 or 18, I bought Second Empire Justice by Blitz, and I was like, this is fucking shit. But then now, I think that record is great. They pushed the boundaries only a year after Voice of Generation. And I think that was more inspiring than the actual content. And I think the singles Solar and New Age, those are the ones that I think really hit me and Clint when we were trying to figure out the sound and stuff what we're doing.
And I think something you're getting to is when we were talking about in the booth, when I was a kid, the what the genre was really important. Mm-hmm. And a lot of times when bands tried to cross over those genres, whether it was good or not, and sometimes it was not, people didn't like that. Right? And so just the fact that Blitz was able, they come out with Voice of Generation in 82 and then New Age is the next year. Yeah, totally. Maybe I think it shows a lot of chutzpah that they were just we're going to do whatever we want. I don't know if they had some money for keyboards or what, but
I think that's just that to me that's the most exciting part of these bands is they are just unafraid. The Clash, sure, like that's a perfect example when they started like experimenting with other stuff. But I mean, I just think that the fearlessness is the thing that really draws me to it. Is like, I feel like all five of us come from the punk scene, and I think bringing that to maybe synth music is kind of maybe something we thought was going to be way more challenging to like people who listen to punk music or come to punk gigs. We thought when we initially came up with this, I didn't think that was going to land, but people really seem to, I think, maybe looking for something new. And I think the COVID break really helped, I think, our generation of bands to really explore new sounds. And I think that really helped with why this new crop of bands around the world is so strong at this moment, in my opinion.
Well, let's talk. Yeah, let's talk. I mean, 2023 Games of Power come out, makes a huge splash. And I would say, like, you were wondering how it would be received. I mean, I think it was received by a really large audience. Like, again, I remember going to your show and just being like, who are all these people? I'm used to going to hardcore punk shows, and I'm like, I didn't know that there was this many people in this city, which is a pretty big-sized city. Written, I kind of understand as a duo, and then you kind of flesh this out with a wider band. So talk about the difference in writing and recording the new record, Watch It Die, versus Games of Power, which I'm assuming was maybe largely written in the aftermath of COVID, if not during.
Well, I would say the one thing when we did Think of the Lie and then Games of Power, we hadn't played a show yet live. And it's actually funny, I think when we got offered our first show from our good friend Morgan, and it was opening up for Poison Ruin, we got Will, and now is like a big part of the family. And I think that we tried so hard to cancel the gig. Like I think we phoned Morgan like every other day being like, this is not gonna work out. But we ended up just lucking out with friends of ours that are also kind of like-minded musicians, and getting Brandi and Ian from Rhythm of Cruelty and getting Warren from No Problem was a big part of fleshing out the sound. And so when we started experimenting, like those records had come out, we still hadn't played a show, and then once we started to see what started to work, that's when I think a whole new chapter of our band started to happen. And I think when we approached Watch It Die, we had like a year or two of touring together under our belts. So we kind of knew, like, I don't know, like what I mean, other things like just getting like Clint lucking out with like new gear too. That also kind of helped us out, and figuring out how we present the stuff. And so I think when we approached the new stuff, it was just like, again, we didn't really want any boundaries, but we just knew that certain things worked from having like a live band with us.
Yeah, I mean, the new record is incredible. I was actually a little surprised you were coming out with something new, considering I'd known that you were on tour so often. But yeah, I think playing as a band, you really sharpened up your sound. It's a lot more full. And the new record, I think, is soundly avoided the sophomore slump. I haven't maybe listened to it enough to like it as much as the first record, but without a doubt, you've got to be really proud about that.
Yeah, I mean, I am, like, for sure. Like, it was, how long did we start working on that one? Like,
we started working on Watch It Die pretty much 2 days after our first show that we ever played.
Okay.
So like when we played our first show, we had already finished Games of Power, and it came out like 10 months later. And then for Watch It Die, we started writing it, and we were writing and demoing it and recording it and touring for about 3 years, 2.5 years. So we'd finish a tour and then we'd jump in our horrible studio in Edmonton. It's basically a cardboard shack in minus 30 temperature. But I think that also adds to the sound.
I also think too, like, the way we made that record, like, we did so much stuff in our rehearsal space, but also like we had to record, we had like limited time in the studio at our friend's place. So, I mean, big love to my partner Kate and Erica as well for Clint, but we had to spend, like, we'd work all week, and then it was like 12-hour days on the Saturday and 12-hour days on the Sunday just to keep keep all these demos like coming, like fleshing them out in the actual studio. And that took probably like 5 months or something of weekends and, you know, family life.
Yeah,
ruined.
while working 9 to 5s.
Wow.
You know, so yeah, it's a And anytime we could have a spare, you know, moment, we would hop in the studio. And then when we weren't on tour, we would hop in the studio. But we toured a lot, as you said, for Games of Power. So yeah, it's been busy.
I don't know if that worked in your favor to have limited time, but it sounds like such a cohesive record. Like that story you're telling me does not sound like that it was written on the road. I mean, it really feels like something very intentional. And maybe, you know, like maybe having all the time in the studio wouldn't have been a good thing. Who knows?
Well, one thing I will say is we're very fortunate because we work with a really cool label out of England, La Vida es un Muse.
Yep.
And working with Paco has been kind of a dream for me and Clint. I mean, all of us were all pals with him, but it was the fact that he like didn't pressure us. He didn't push us to do. He wasn't like, I need Nation Part 2 right away. Like, I don't need, like, he gave us all the time. In fact, not many labels don't want to hear a note until, like, he was just like, I don't want to hear anything. I don't want to hear one demo until this thing is finished.
Wow.
So, I mean, I got to commend him for that bravery because I know, like, Clint and I had many times while we were in the studio, we're like, what the hell are we doing here? Like, some of this is getting pretty wild. Like,
Paco at La Vida es un Muse is doing something right because, I mean, he's also putting out tons of records, really high quality.
I agree. And I mean, working with him, he's always had like that DIY spirit. And since all 5 of us come from like a DIY background, I think it just made so much sense. And also, he's got really great taste in music. And so that is like a big part of it.
So you talked about La Vida es un Muse. You've got friends from Poison Ruin. You mentioned No Problem. And what's the shirt?
Rhythm of Cruelty.
Yeah. Talk about like what's the rest of the Homefront family of bands look like? Who's missing from that? Whether it's bands from Edmonton or
Béton Armée.
Yeah, Béton Armée is a big one, and like we're lucky to go on tour with Béton Armée and Angel Dust, which we're on tour with.
Now. Excellent.
Puffer from
Puffer.
I was
Montreal.
gonna say Puffer.
Puffer, yeah.
Yeah, Puffer, Languid from Edmonton. Those guys,
Woof.
you know, just like friends. You know, we don't know about the bass player, but
I was in Languid for a brief moment before joining Homefront. So
I also think that like a big part of us too is like, you know, bands like the Chisel and that whole scene with like when Rix came out and that new wave of I guess like the new wave of Oi really kind of inspired us. No Time from Pittsburgh is another one that we love those guys.
Excellent.
But honestly, for me personally, I mean, having a partner like getting to be on tour with she couldn't come with us on this trip, but Kate, she works alongside. She's my lovely partner, but her, I think, also kind of pushing me into making if I was sharing lyrics with her, the odd time I would do it, she would kind of let me know if it was shit or not. So it's kind of like that's very important. Jonah Falco from Career Suicide and Fucked Up. He's been probably our mentor for since the first demo, and he really helped us shape the sound, as well as Nick Kozub, who's our longtime studio man. So when we finish we send him the most heinous demos, and he's like, "What have you guys done?" He makes it sound in a really again pushes us in a whole new sonic way too, right? So yeah, I mean, and having peers like Poison Ruin and Long Knife and all these guys that are just like, I don't know, just kind of doing wild stuff is kind of important to be around. So I think community's been such a big part of our band, and I think we wouldn't be shit without all these people helping us out. So
yeah, it's obvious you've got a good village, so stay in that village. I'm looking forward to new things from you. Were you going to mention something, Clint?
No, he said it.
He got it all. All right.
I was hoping he would. He did.
So
He usually does.
thank you so much for being in the studio. Excellent session. Once again, this is Homefront from Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. You're listening to KEXP, Seattle and the Bay Area, 90.3, 92.7, and we are listener-powered radio here in Seattle and the Bay.
Discover new music at listener-powered KEXP.org.